Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my people. We are here once more today, a second day that Biafrans chose to move forward. Biafrans, I greet you all. Join me from wherever you are watching so that we will all continue together as one people, one group, and people who have a very bright future. People who are angry that their leaders are incarcerated. People who are angry that they have been killed for so many years by the same people. Join me so that we will continue and move forward. Biafrans, just come close and let us talk. Look at the picture of our leader. Be honest and look at that face. What do you see? Bitterness, anger, provocated. In every honesty, this picture depicts everything that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has stored inside of him. He's not happy. He's not a happy man. Conversely, if you look at the same picture, you will see a young man whose life has been ruined by people who only knows themselves. So my people, we have to move on. Onyendu would like to kill himself if he knows that we are not going to be there for him. And that was why when Mazi Simon Ekpa, our former prime minister, started, Onyendu gave him his blessing. Even now that our former PM was incarcerated and Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere took up the mantle, our chief of defense staff chairman, Mazi Success, came and told us that Onyendu said that we should guide Mazi Ogenkere with everything in us. So he gets informed. And that somehow, I'm not in his mind, that somehow makes him happy. That this mantle he left, that this battle, unfinished battle he left, that we are not sleeping. And we cannot sleep. So, ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, gbakọtanụ, bịanụ nso na o nwere ife anyị ga-agwa unu. Onye ọbụla unu ekwekwana ka anybody welu emotion, sentiment, ya obi ịnọ mmiri wee deceive any one of us. Unu ekwena. Let the spirit burning in you be the spirit of onward movement. Onward movement. I have to tell you people a story. There was a time a friend of mine invited me to their church. And I went with her to that church. And on that fateful day, the pastor was preaching about going to heaven and what we should and should not do. What we should do and should not do for you to enter heaven. He gave the parable of the eye of a needle, that it will be easy for the cattle to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to go to heaven. Where are our rich Biafrans? You cannot see them. They are not here. That apart. So while we are still in that church, The pastor asked all of us, he said, who wants to go to heaven? Everybody raised their hand, including myself. I raised my hand. And the pastor asked another question. Who wants to die? Every hand went down except my own. I kept my hand up. And he asked me, why is it that you want to die? I said to him, I cannot go to heaven without dying. Because heaven is a place where you see the celestial bodies. Now everybody is castigating Mazio Genkere, shouting coup plotters, unfaithfulness, unreliable. Tell me, our prime minister is in jail for 6 years, they pronounced. Onyendu is for life. So, if we continue waiting, how do we get recognized by the international bodies? How? I want to tell those of them, because they said, are you people ready for the media? We are ready. I personally, I am ready. As you can see my face, this is not a face of a child. Though I am not a trained journalist or a media person professionally, media is not my profession. But my people, when the push comes to shove, that is when you know who is determined and who is not. They keep telling you Biafrans are not politically inclined people. They are business-oriented people. I know it, but we have to keep moving on. Biafrans, what happened yesterday or 2 days ago on the 14th of January 2026 happened in February 2028, February 22, 28th of February 2022, after Onyendu was abducted. We were there with PM. Everybody voted the DOS out and voted him in. Why did he do it? He did not do it because he hated Onyendu. He did not do it because he's not loyal to Onyendu. He did it because, as a lawyer that he is, he understands that this political squabble that we have to counter the Nigerian government, and we need to move forward. Onyendu will not be happy if all of us goes to sleep and keep waiting until he comes. That means that his people do not support him. That means that he was lying. That means that he does not mean to get Biafra. And it will also mean that he has been talking to people without wisdom and knowledge, or people who have critical means of thinking. That is what it would have meant if we had all gone in. So those of us who stood with PM then, our former prime minister, those who stood with him are still standing with Brgie. If you are not with Brgie in this fight for freedom, you are not fighting for freedom. Just take it or leave it. If you are not with Brgie, you are not fighting for freedom. We do not come here to measure height or measure knowledge or academic qualification. We were first born as Biafrans before English language or before academic knowledge. So, who are we? Are we going to deny that person that we are because we want to please some people who refuse to grow up? People who refuse to get knowledge. or to show that this is what they stand for, whether good or bad. So, Biafrans, we have to think and think fast, and we have to move. Now, Nigeria government, that is a nation already. We got lobbyists because we want the lobbyists to take us to the international community to get recognized. Biafrans, which one of you do not understand that during the time of recognition, documents are signed? Where is the prime minister that will sign the document for you? Are we going to sign it after 6 years when our former PM will come out? Or are we going to sign it after the life jail of Onyendu ends? When will it end? Life jail means that Onyendu must die in prison. But by the special grace of God, what our Prime Minister now, Mr. Ogenkere, is doing, will release both leaders. It will release them. One thing we have to understand is that none of our leaders was sent to jail by Biafrans because we love them, we respect them, we appreciate them. And the race must continue, or else Nigeria will destroy our dream like they have always done. I don't know who Mazin Namdekanu is. I don't know who Simon Ekpa is. I don't know who Ogenkere is. But what I know is that what they are doing is for my own best interest. And I have to align myself with them. I'm talking for myself. I don't know of you. The internet is on fire since yesterday. And Biafrans, I love it. Maka onye ndu kwuru wee sị na ọ bụ na ị na-eme ife mana o nwere onye kwuru okwu maka ife ị na-eme gị ma na ife ị na-eme nwere isi. Biafrans, do not keep walking in the valley of sentiment. Sentimental attachment cannot get you Biafra, because you are not just fighting the Fulanis. You are fighting the owners of Nigeria, which is in Europe. You all know who. You are fighting many countries that their interest is in Biafra land. And Biafra land, it is still in Nigeria. Let us not deceive ourselves. I don't deceive myself. This face you are seeing here is face of a woman that loves the truth. The face of a woman that goes straight to the point. You can imagine that during the time Onyendu was abducted, I stood with PM, former PM Mazi Simon Ekpa. I stood with him. We went to Lati, Finland, 2024. We came back. Ngozi started. I stood with Brgie. And I am still standing with Brgie. And you know why? Because Brgie is the government that will get us Biafra. Because Brgie is what our former PM formed. And Brgie was registered in America. So it is legal. What I am doing now, without this logo here, Biafra Republic Government in Exile Media, I will not do what I'm doing. I know what the law says. If you do not show your legitimacy, whatever you are doing will be invalid. It will be invalidated. Brgie remains our government. I'm not crying for those who veered out, whether as saboteurs or as people looking for relevance, but I am with Brgie till tomorrow. So, Biafrans, we have to avoid sentimental attachment to what happened the other day. Nigeria went to Finland, incited Europe to detain our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, when he was still active prime minister. They detained him. Why? Because they don't want Biafra to come. Just like they went to Kenya and abducted Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because they don't want Biafra to come. And they know that no matter what we are doing, without a prime minister, that we are not going to go anywhere. They did not detain Mazi Simon Ekpa because he is Simon. They detained him because of Biafra. The same thing goes to Mazi Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. They do not want Biafra to go ahead. And the Biafrans, I am watching with the keenest interest to see them proceed to America to go and detain our current prime minister. Biafrans, we have to always strategize, focusing on our enemies, not on ourselves, because it will make nonsense of what we are doing. I personally, I know why I joined this struggle. As I said earlier, I am not a professional journalist. I am not a newscaster. I'm not trained for it. But when the push comes to shove, that is when you know who is who. We have to take it up. We have to man up. All this gossip on the internet, I love it, but it will not help us. Do you know why I love it? Our leader here, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said that when you are doing anything and nobody talks about it, then what you are doing is nonsense. But if you are doing something and people are shouting, that means that that thing you are doing is touching them. Those breakaways are crying because they went and aligned themselves with PM, implicating him, calling him to be making more comments and statements that can even put him in more problem and jeopardize his chances of being released. They don't understand it because they refuse to stay with Brgie. So their own Brgie is PM. No, my people. One man cannot make an island. No one person as a Biafran is more Biafran than the other. We love our PM. And what our current Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, is going to start doing, we release the two of them. So, Biafrans, understand it. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, o nwere ike ọ bụrụ na ụfọdụ n'ime unu ada aghọtasị ife m na-ekwu. Mụnụ ghọtara ya, mụ na aghọtara ya, ka m sụọ ya n'onu be anyị. Onye kwekwana ka ndị na-achọ relevance ka fa deceive unu. Anyị niile bụ ofu. Our current Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, unu na oge ọ na-akpọ our former PM, my boss. O nwere a woman a na-akpọ Adonowu, unu cut all this video, jee gosie. O kwuru by her mouth that n'oge fa na-eme fundraising na 2022-2023 or thereabout, that na Mazi Ogenkere bịa o donate 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, but no soro n'ife fa na-eme that time. Fa wee kpọọ ya wee sị ya, onye Biafra nke anụnwa, Na-atụ ụdị ego a. Come and join what we are doing. PM persuaded him. Si ya na n'ụdị ego anyị na-atụ na o nwekwe ka ọ dị. O showlu na ị nwere interest n'ife anyị na-eme. Ife akado n'ogwu ji ọnụ ya wee kwuo. Then he joined. PM wee mee ya finance minister. Ọ na-atụkwa ego na-aga mụnwa fụrụ anọ abatago m deeply oge ọ tụrụ $3,000 na one occasion. Etu a ka o si atụ ego na-emelu Biafrans ife niile. The man neediri ego anybody. O neediri ego anybody. Nwoke a boronyelu Biafra $68,000 and aka kwụrụ ya ụgwọ ya wee luo echi. Ọ bụrụ ego unu ka ọ na-achọ. O nwelu genuine interest ka Biafra bịa. O nwelu genuine interest. Ụfọdụ n'ime anyị nọ here. O nwere onye na-atụ penny mana facha ka Biafra si n'enu data. So, okenye ama nọ n'ụlọ ewu amụọ n'ogbili. Many things are happening. Yet more may happen if we do not have an active prime minister. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ọkwa unu na-anụ ife m na-ekwu. Onye abịakwana deceive unu na Maazị Oge Nkere, our current prime minister, na ọ na-achọ ego ma na ọ na-achọ name. O nwego name. O nwere afa. O ji wee je register unu this Brgie. O wee dị legal. And all that registration melu na anya anamwa father si na mbe terrorist. Because ọ bụ na me nwere this logo, they can say that na m no ebe a na-eme incitement. But with this logo, everything I'm doing here is legalized. We don't incite people. I'm not here to incite anybody. We are fighting for freedom. And it's there written in Article 51 of United Nations Charter. You have right to self-defense. You have right to freedom. And that freedom is an inalienable right. Right from God. And we deserve it. And that is what we will get. So, Biafrans, onye akosakwa n'ụlọ obi. Ọ bụrụ na onwe nation chọrọ recognize Biafra kita. Fageje n'ime ụlọ nga ebe PM anyị nọ. Wee je sign or signature with him. No. They cannot go there. They cannot. And unu mana inwe a lawyer. Let me see if I can find the picture of our lawyers. I will find it and I will show it to you. Unafuge. Have you seen it? This is Amandabiri. This is our PM. And this is Elias. So, onwere ife anyị na-eme dị illegal. No. Anya de mife dị illegal. Na mmadụ buru agha kpụrụ mma kpụrụ egbe wee bịa ọgụ na be gị. I wee bulu mmiri ọkụ wee wụọ ya. Asị na imere ife ọjọọ mba. If ọbụna inwe, you have to use it to fight. And fight to finish. My people, one thing I don't know how to do is to pay lip service. I don't do that. Ine egbugodu m egbu and oge onye ndu kwuru that thing na court. That we must always be truthful. even if it leads to your death. I said to a friend that this saying from Onyendu, that is me. That is me. I'm not lying to anybody. I like the truth. I don't like going in search of the truth. No. Because once you see it, you will know. I hate lying to my friends. I hate lying to people. I hate it when my friends are trying to lie in order for their face or for them to be accepted. I don't do that. I don't do it to please anybody. No. I cannot please you and displease my God. Because as a Christian, that we are fighting today, that we Christians are being massacred, then you will start lying. Or you will come here to tell people lies so that they will come to your platform. To hell with that. I don't tell lies. Not that I have never lied before. Because when your client come to you and tell you, oh, this person did this to me, and you do not go in detail to find out, and thank God for the power of disclosure. When they say protocols, hearing or anything, or you want to represent a client, you have to find out the truth. Because there's what is called disclosure. The other representative will pass their own client's witness statement to you, and you will read what that client said and read what your own client said to know how to represent them in court. You don't go to court and start lying. I don't do that. You have to go through fact findings. That's why I am sticking with Brgie. That is where our government lies. And that is the government that the Americans are now in talks with. I know it's not going to be easy because we are not just fighting the Fulanis. We are fighting Fulani friends. That's what Mr. John Smith said. Mr. John Smith is a labor minister from United Kingdom, 1945. He said he came to Lagos and became the first labor minister. He said that Fulani is the friend of the British. And it's not just the British. Many countries have interest in Nigeria, and that interest lies in our land, our mineral resources. So, will I come out here to lie to myself or to lie to the world that we are not Biafrans, that we are not owners of that oil that made Nigeria? Every time they will be boasting, we are the elephant of Africa. It is Biafra that is the elephant of Africa. It is us. And we have been sleeping all these years. So, my people, we cannot sleep this time around. Getting a new prime minister is the wisest thing Biafrans have done. We do not hate Mazi Simon Ekpa. We do not hate Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are all Biafrans. No one single Biafran is more Biafran than the other. Everything we are doing is in accordance with our objective, which is to get Biafra. And Onyendu said, anybody that knows what they can do should do it to get Biafra. He did not say it must be one person. Remember that Biafra started during the time of Ojukwu. Where is Ojukwu's family? So this is to tell you that Biafra does not belong to anyone. We are all Biafrans. And if you cannot throw your weight on the back of Mazi Ogenkere, leave him alone. We are not scared of media being on fire. We are happy. At least it makes us believe what Onyendu said. That if you are doing something and nobody is talking about it, then you will know that what you are doing is not valued. But for you to test the waters and know that this decision we have done, go to the internet, is on fire. Yesterday, I was on Facebook and I saw Miss Joy Irobi. She answers doctor, PhD, and she does not, unfortunately, know that we need an active prime minister to move on. Just like when Onyendu was, rudely interrupted and taken to Nigeria under the leadership of Muhammadu Buhari, Malami, all of them, with the help of Southeast governors, because your enemy is this type that is ready to use your brother, even your wife, to get at you. They use the governors to bring Onyendu back. 28th of February, I remember that night and that date. It can never go out of my brain. We were with PM and we voted the DOS out and voted him in. It was the longest night of his broadcast. Joy Irobi was there on her Facebook castigating our Prime Minister, Mazio Genkere, that he's not loyal, that he's saboteur, that he's a power drunk. Mazio Genkere is not power drunk. Mazio Genkere is only drunk with the spirit of Biafra to get Biafra for us. Do you people think that it is easy to lead, especially leading Igbos? Very strong-headed people. I love their strong-headedness for Nigeria struggle. But if you are a fighter like Mike Tyson cannot box his wife. He cannot box his father. He cannot box his mother. A fighter goes out to fight, not within. Not within. You people should stop being sentimental because we are fighting very, very strong entity. Those people who do not want to leave Nigeria alone, who do not want to leave Biafrans alone, they do not want to leave Oduduwans alone, they are the people you are fighting. Think. I'm not happy. We are not here celebrating Christmas. Our brothers and sisters are being killed. Nigeria will tell you, oh, it's not only Christians that are being killed. Those Muslims that you are killing, what have they done to you? Why would you be killing your own citizens? You will leave them hungry. You will leave them without hospital. When you are sick, you go abroad as the president. Like Tinubu is always rushing to, the American hospital is in France. That's where he always go to. When they are sick, they will go abroad. They cannot afford to build good hospitals for Nigerians or Biafrans or Oduduwans. And when you want to leave, they will start calling you separatist. And somebody from Biafra who think that they have power to fight on the media will be fighting your own brother who is trying to champion the cause of your freedom. It's not easy to be a leader because I know my people and my people know themselves. I do not have any explanation for anybody. We all don't want any explanation, whether you like it or not. Mazio Genkere is our prime minister. He has to move us forward. If you don't want to support him, you better get out. We don't care. We are not happy. We have lost our families, our husbands, our sons, our daughters, both young and old, every day. Those of you in Switzerland, America, France, Kenya, Yugoslavia, this and that. Do you know what our brothers and sisters are going through in homeland? You do not know. My people, please, if I do not acknowledge you, don't be offended, because I am not very happy, because some of us are shooting themselves on the foot. Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na onye amara ebe niile ozu na ọbịa osi n'ụkwụ. So, like I told you people, when I went to a church, somebody invited me to that church. The pastor asked, who wants to go to heaven? Every hand was up. And when he asked, who wants to die? All the hands went down. Only my hand was up. Only my hand. And he asked me, why is it that is only your hand that is up? I told him that you cannot go to heaven driving or buying ticket to fly to heaven. You must die in order to be able to go to heaven. The celestial bodies. That's where God is. That's why everybody wants to go to heaven. The same thing applies to Mazio Gekere, our prime minister. He is the man that will sign that signature. He is the man that will lead us. When he was the APM, you see how he shake and move Nigeria. So give him time. He will take us to this desired holy land of Biafra. Like I said before, we do not owe anybody any explanation. If you like what we are doing, join us. If you do not, get out. Get out. We are not asking anybody for support. If you want to support us, support us. We are not jihadists. We don't fight people. We don't hold people or conscript people. We are not here to fight jihad. We are here fighting for Biafra liberation and our freedom. It is our right. I wish it is only Fulanis that we are fighting. But no. Onyendu said that we have formidable arrays of enemies. Formidable arrays of enemies. That's what Onyendu said. So, Biafrans, let us get our acts right. Let us get it right. From the time that Onyendu was rendition to Nigeria from Kenya, I have always stood behind our PM. I have always worked for him. And as you all know, all those broadcasters with Arise TV, Useni, and Epefe Abati, all of them, they are all being paid. But do you know for how long we have been doing this? Nobody pays you a dime. So if you want your freedom, you don't care about payment. You don't care about good name. You don't care about who loves you or who hates you. Because ejira anyo meju hallelujah. Ogu anyị na-anụ bụ ọgụ eji ọfọ. Onye amaro ya malu. We don't owe anybody any explanation. Once again, if you want to go to heaven, you must die. Then, if you don't want to die, don't think about going to heaven. This man is taking us to Biafra. Support him. If you don't want to support him, leave him the hell alone. Leave him alone. Because when PM did the same thing, nobody came after him. Though Nigeria, they were not happy about his presence. They went to Finland, connived with other European nations, and imprisoned him. The DOS went there, became evidence. Shameful thing. Now let us see Nigeria going to America to abduct or detain our Prime Minister, Mazio Genkere. We are watching and we are waiting. So, Biafrans, yesterday, our Information Minister, Mazi Soni Akparawa, as usual, he had this video. He made a broadcast, and I want to use it to, see how we can educate ourselves and critically evaluate some of the things that he said there and address the issues. Yes. Yeah, this is one thing with Twitter. Let me see if I can find it on Facebook.
Go into Nigeria, guns are blazing. The Tinubu administration has moved as competing narratives over violence and claims of a Christian genocide gain traction in the US. The Nigerian government and Biafran secessionist groups are now locked in an aggressive lobbying war.
No, Nigeria is always warring against itself, not Biafrans. We are not warring with anybody. Nigeria, as you all know, is already a shambolic nation. What are they looking for? By getting or forgetting a lobbyist, paying him 9 million, 9 million. That's 1 million into 9. 1 million into 9. That is to tell you that these people, they are always misplacing their priorities. Is this the people we are going to allow to derail us from the track of our success? No, my people. Nigeria, they don't know anything and they will pretend to know.
Each seeking the attention and support of President Trump. According to Africa Confidential, alarmed by President Trump's threat last November to go into Nigeria guns a-blazing, the Tinubu administration has moved quickly to counter separatist claims, signing a multi-million-dollar lobbying contract with a Republican-linked firm to shape U.S. policy on visas, military cooperation, trade, and religious freedom. The scale of Abuja's effort far outweighs that of the pro-Biafra groups, who are also lobbying Washington, pushing for sanctions, diplomatic recognition, and even future military and oil agreements. So what's really at stake in this foreign lobbying battle? And how could it shape Nigeria's security, sovereignty, and international standing? Well, for more on this, I'm joined now on the line from London by Patrick Smith, Editor-in-Chief of Africa Confidential, and is also Editor-in-Chief of the Africa Report, a monthly African politics and business magazine. Patrick, thank you very much indeed for joining us. You're a very busy man, so we appreciate your taking the time to talk to us, and a very happy new year to you. And your reporting.
Thank you, Mazi Elias. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Elias. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see
In
you.
the light of the moment, let us give a brief recap of 2025, because a lot of people are waiting to see the miracles that will be happening in 2026. Just like our Honorable Elias has said, and let's refresh your memory a bit. Since after the declaration, the ratification of the declaration in 2nd December 2024.
Biafrans, can I tell you people something? You all know that before Adonowu and Adadiorama came back from Ngozi, we were all walking peacefully until they came to rejoin us. And we will recall that there was a day we were on the space that the BMO, that is, if any one of you has ever heard that name, BMO, he told us that Adadiorama is working for Ohaneze, who are working with the governors. So they were the ones who told her to go to Ngozi, join hand with her to destroy Brgie after our redeclaration in Finland on the 2nd of December 2024. January 2025, they struck. Their contract started. And when she finished there, they said to her, go and destroy what Mazi Ogenkere and his group are doing. And she came back. Do you people, please, anybody here who recalls that incident should type whatever they know about it. The very day, the very period when Adandi Ochu came back, she apologized to our PM, Mazi Ogenkere. After the apology, she wanted him to admit her immediately. And the gentleman said, you said a lot and you did a lot. Give me time to heal from what you said about me, and I will get back to you. That very evening, Madam Van 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 started saying, you have to forgive her. You have to tell her that you have forgiven her. You don't do things like that. We are the same human beings, but we have different minds. We have different characteristics. You can't expect A to be like B. That is not how God created us. We are all different human beings in terms of character, the way we conduct affairs and the way we apply ourselves to things. It was since they came in order to destroy this very Brgie that the trouble started. Do you know what the trouble was? They said to our PM to stop the lobbyists. This lobbyist that is giving Nigeria sleepless night. Thank you so much, Esther Ndewo, Stella Divino. Thank you so much. Yes, they came to destroy because what they had wanted. Okay, now where is Ngozi taking the people to? Nowhere. It's just to destroy the number of people, which Musa said that time, that they will come after those of us who are contributing money abroad. Leko, God will bless you. God will bless you. She even went to Ada and chose a platform and they had a talk there. Since they came, they said that they don't want our PM, Mazio Genkere, to maintain the lobbyists, that they should use the money for logistics. Ndị na-agba egbe na-echedobe anyị. So, our PM said, we are taking care of both because we need them. We need both ndị na-agba egbe na-echedobe anyị. Hello, Ndukalu Ndewo. And our lobbyists, look at it now. Nigeria is paying $9 million to lobbyists for 6 months contract that will end in June. Wasting money. And our people are still trapped there in hunger. Onye fe egburo n'egbe, onye ndị Fulani terrorist egburo, agụ egbu onye anwa. That is their goal, that is their mission. We need a lobbyist that will introduce Biafrans to countries, that will listen to us. That's why on the 18th of September 2025, our PM took Biafrans to that capital to go and give them the hearing about our grievances, about what we are suffering in the hands of Nigeria. Now, what is going on in the whole Nigeria is what Biafrans alone have been taking from the Fulanis and their allies. This is what we have been taking. Now everybody have closed their mouth. They don't say, oh, you Igbos, you Igbos. Now it's no longer you Igbos. Now it's all you Fulanis. You see how God vindicates people. Can you imagine that lobbyist is very important and we need it most because we are just fighting to become a nation. So Biafrans, they went out and they left because our PM refused to do away with the lobbyists. And these lobbyists are the lobbyists that our inactive Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, introduced to Biafrans because he is a lawyer. He knew the importance of a nation, a new nation, to need and pay lobbyists to get you introduced to the countries of the world that will recognize you. This is the war that this Arise News guy, Chris, said that there is lobbying war between Biafra and Nigeria. Now they are calling us with their own lips, Biafra. In their media circle, Onyendu said it. Always work with what Onyendu told you. Hello, Mary, my sister Ndewo. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. Remember, everyone, to click and like the program and share it so that it goes viral. We want to talk to our people in back home. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, unu needile prime minister. Maka na Maazị Oge Nkere melu ka Nigeria ji wee je America ji wee je tụọ Nigeria bomb na 25th of December, tụọ fa again na 1st of January 2026. Onye akpo ndị be anyị wee je for that congressional hearing na 18th of September 2025. So kita ọ bụ PM, any country na-recognize unu, ọ ga-anọ there to sign the signature. Maka na ndị iberibe nọ na this struggle erika. Foolish people who don't think, illiterates who don't know anything. This was the same way you are castigating Oge Nkere. You castigated Ojukwu during the war. Zik did it. Jim Nwobodo did it. Sabotaged Ojukwu big time. The police commissioner then, One Okafor from Hoka, he sabotaged Mazi Ojukwu. They sabotaged Wazurike. The sabotage of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa by you people is the reason they are now in prison. No country will recognize you without you signing documents for them. Because for you to be recognized, there is always terms and conditions. And somebody who is your leader will sign for it. Or when any country get taking pain in Gabana prison, Ebeji the PM, J Finland, go sign now. No. All the person fan afwanya ni believe. Yes. Yes. They are calling us by our name. Thank you, my sister, Stella. Ezioku. Onyendu said it. Onyendu is a prophet. Onyendu said it. So I am just reminding you people that n'ife Imam Dabu na ndị otu eji wepu fast na Mazi Oge Nkere no na spend ego for lobbyist. No na ga arapu lobbyist. Ka enyebe ndị a na-agba egbe nọ n'ụlọ ka m gwa unu ọbụrụ ọfa ga-eweta Biafra. Ekele ọlụ eke. Ọlụ fa bụ ichedobe anyị. Ife ga-eweta Biafra bụ recognition. And our lobbyist is taking us to be recognized by countries. And you must hire a reputable lobbyist, a lobbying firm, to do that for you, to take you to world leaders. Or if you get recognized, Biafra, unabolo Biafra. So, onyo obuna na-ekwu nke ọ na-ekwu, go home and think. Go home and think. We have lawyers that advises us. And these lawyers have gotten so many other countries by advising them correctly. If you are a lawyer, you know that a lawyer cannot be everywhere. You must specialize in certain areas. Just like Aman Dabiri, he specialized in what he is doing for us. That's why he was employed for his services. Do not think that we will just get up and do anything. No. This lack of PM is delaying us from getting Biafra. It is only those who are on the media looking for how many views they get, how many times they get monetized. They don't want Biafra to come so that they will continue eating money from YouTube and Facebook. All these things, you sit down and think about it. Most people are not serious with this freedom fight. If you are serious, you will be asking serious and important questions. And when we know that your question is genuine, we will answer you. It's not everything that we answer to. No, my people. So let us continue to listen.
BRGI has kept the momentum in the political, diplomatic, and international relations. BRGI has also kept on the momentum with the Defense Department of Biafran people in Biafra land under the command of General Igwe Butuzo. In the middle of 2025, BRGI visited Finland embassy in US to protest against the detention of PM Simon Ekpa, while the Finland embassy officials, on seeing the arrival protest of BRGI, shut down the embassy indefinitely. And everyone said they are closed now in the embassy because they felt threatened by the voices of Biafrans that stormed their embassy. BRGI APM has continued diplomacy in Washington, D.C. since January in attendance of President Donald Trump's official inauguration on congressional invitation to the BRGIE. BRGI in late July submitted a first ever historic U.S. congressional testimony to the U.S. Congress, which is vicious to everyone on the U.S. Congress website, calling for sanctions on Nigeria and Finland because of kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, taking part in imprisonment of Mazi Simon Ekpa, taking part and supervise, pays Islamic jihadist terrorists that carries out Christian genocide for over 25 years now. Religious persecution was a key word to the US government. Nigeria has gotten the result of our work. BRGI also submitted a proposal to the US government for political support, offering military bases to be able to eliminate the entire Islamic jihadist terrorists, which will in turn become imminent threat to the America tomorrow and to the entire world. All these documents are available on the US Congress website and FARA at your own disposal. On the 18th September 2025 was the historic day where Biafrans were granted the first ever historic opportunity in the US Congress for the first ever congressional briefing on Biafra, which lasted for over 1 hour 45 minutes in US Capitol Hill. It was opportunity for a live congressional testimony against Nigeria, for Biafra, for our leaders in prison, for Biafra recognitions, for Biafra restoration, for the Christian genocide, religious persecution, and more stringent measures against Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to death and life imprisonment on November 20, 2025. And on the same day, US lawmakers, educated by the BRGI, APM, and lobbyists and attorney, apprehended Nigeria live in the worldwide US congressional hearing that was ongoing. The hardworking of BRGI speaks. First ever spoken about Biafra leaders and Biafra in the US Congress floor. Our result and demands to US government are coming out gradually. Nigeria sanctions, CPC designation, and now bombing on Nigerian terrorists inside Nigerian soil. First ever credibility damage to Nigeria internationally. BRGI has within 1 year done the following to Nigeria. In our caption, we say credibility damage, international pressure on their military formations and on Nigerian government, political and diplomatic isolations, Brgie has successfully weaponized U.S. foreign policies apparatus against Nigeria, and more are to come. We salute all Biafrans, and we thank you all for making it possible in 2025.
Yes, Biafrans. Any well-meaning Biafra should know that this credibility damage to Nigeria because of the religious persecution, everything that our information minister have enumerated here is all the achievement under our PM Mazio Genkere from January 2025 to January 2026. That was the first time Nigeria has witnessed this kind of below the belt defeat by those they call separatists. If we are terrorists, as they made all the Biafran governors during the time of Buhari to prescribe us as terrorists, if we are terrorists in reality, do you people think that this number of people in the cabinet of American government would have anything to do with us? Just carefully look at all these men. None is duplicate. They are one congressman each with our prime minister. Look at it. All of them, both men and women, that works in the cabinet. This is our website. If you come here called where the column People's Daily, you click on this, you will see the document that say Brgie talks with US government over deal, makes an public offer. Have you seen it? This is the achievement that our prime minister has made. Biafrans, we need prime minister to move us forward. No foreign government would recognize Biafra without our prime minister sitting side by side and sign documents. Well, Chinedu is a by statement. Let us listen to our information minister first. I have the video here. I have it here. Look at the video. Have you seen it? I have it here. So, when I am ready, I will do that. Please, let us focus on this, because you have to win the mind of our people. If you get the mind of Biafrans, they will trust you and believe you. That is the way it is with our people. Don't worry about that. I will come to it. So, Biafrans, we are not waiting for anybody to move forward. We want Biafra to come. We are not here doing buying and selling ideas or buying ideas. No, we have to move forward. For Nigeria, who is already a country, already a nation, to bother itself about lobbyists shows you people that lobbying firm is necessary, very important for us to be recognized. Nigeria does no longer, they no longer require recognition from anybody. But it's because they don't know their left to their right. They always misplace their priorities. They always shoot themselves on the foot. Let us continue to listen to Information Minister,
In
please.
2026, just like our lobbies have said, you will do more and achieve more, and Nigeria will be on their knees. Thank you very much. Honorable, to you, sir.
Ndewo.
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 Ndewo. Ndewo. All right.
So we are in
So
donations, support. Yeah.
Right.
Honorable Rep, let me help you here. We are in donations, support. Please come and support the APN speech, our town hall, support our heroes in the battlefield. Has proven from wherever you're joining us from, and from wherever you're joining from, please do share the program. Hit the like button and share, and let others know that we are here. Biafra on the international stage. Our PM, duly sworn in yesterday, His Excellency Honorable Okechukwu Nkere.
Good morning, my sister love. Okay, I will do that immediately after this program. I was here yesterday. I expected you, but I did not see you. You know, they asked the media team, are you ready? We are ready. We are very ready, 100% ready. Because what Joy Irobi was doing on Facebook, on her 2 pages, I am there giving it to her woto woto. If she said that we have staged the coup, what is she waiting for to counter the coup? So I am here. I'm always on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all of them because I have account on them. TikTok. Oh, really? You didn't? Sorry about that. I was here yesterday for 3 hours. Ndewo, I can even forward it to you. The yesterday program. About 1,000 people, 1,000 views on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, you'll find it. Ndewo. Thank you, my darling sister. I appreciate you so much. You are one of the formidable Biafran female freedom fighter. We appreciate you.
The recap of 2025 of BRGI handout has proven beyond reasonable doubt that Nigeria got the message from your activism. It is only a fool and an idiot that is attacking you on the media, having seen and known the effectiveness of your work with your cabinet in 2025. I salute our leaders that have lived before us for their sacrifices, and our leaders in prison, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, my supreme leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, our former prime minister, and all our heroes our heroes in the battlefield, and all Biafrans who are standing their ground to make sure Biafra continues to make result. We wouldn't have been making the headlines and drawing Nigeria to America if Honorable Okechukwu Nkere had run away or backed down, considering all the sabotages, blackmail, and slander, and how they have destroyed his name and the name of our international lobbies and attorney, Elias and Attorney Dabiri. Nigeria will not be looking for $9 million today to counter the efforts of BRGI on Biafra independence, having spent 2.7 million in October 2025 and it yielded no fruit. In 2026, they have toppled the money to $9 million. They wouldn't have gone this far if Okechukwu Nkere, the then active prime minister, who was acting instead of the former prime minister in prison, who is now the prime minister, if Honorable Okechukwu Nkere was shying away and running away from his responsibility as a man. You need a formidable mindset to speak up and to stand out to challenge the forces of darkness and those that work so hard to destroy the cause of Biafra under BRGIE before you could even talk of those that will come to support you. That is why I am using this very opportunity to tell all Biafrans who have stood their ground to support BRGIE since November 2024 to this very day. God bless all of you, and I am very grateful for the confidence that you guys repose in our PM, Okechukwu Nkere, and Sonny, who is nobody. Sorry, Sonny is a nobody. But you guys repose your confidence in Sonny, Okechukwu Nkere, and the entire cabinet since November 2024. And we've been able to drive this far with your support. Yes, it's not everybody that have money to put into the struggle, but your moral support also counts. Those that have the money and put in wholeheartedly without even regretting, even when they see series of sabotages. I salute all of you because I know all of you by names and locations of the amount of sacrifices that you do, not minding all the sabotages that have engulfed this very struggle since 1967 down to this very day. There has never been any transition of Biafran government in the quest of Biafra without sabotage. And that is why our eyes are very open now. Yes, to anyone that wants to sabotage BRGIA now in 2026.
Yes, Biafrans, what our information minister is saying is on point. Many want Biafra with mouth, for mouth, by mouth, with mouth. How do you think that fighting Nigeria and their allies would get you Biafra? If you are just saying, oh, I want Biafra, I want Biafra, without action. He said that he's nobody. No, 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 no. I say no to that. He is somebody. He is very eloquent, a good speaker, a good researcher, a good information giver. He gives direct information. When Ngozi started in January, some people called me from US and asked me, oh, are you for Nkere or are you for Ngozi? 3 a.m. from America. And I said to them, is that the reason why you are calling me? Do you know the time here? He said, no, we are all building career. I said, I'm not building career. I'm not building career. I am for Nkere because this is where Brgie lies. And I called information minister. Where are you? He said, this is where he is. And I said, I am there too. Okay. So, Biafrans, we need money for this Biafra to come. Not blood money. Not the money that Nigeria government will give you. You see the way Nigeria is pursuing Biafrans bumper to bumper. A country, a people who say that they are a nation. Contraption. You are a nation and you're looking for a lobbyist. There's a video he has here. You will hear what that man said because we listen to world news. You cannot remove your eyes from your enemies. You must be fixated on your enemies or else they will hit you below the belt and push you out of the ring without any apology. So we are fixated also on Nigeria, controlled by Fulanis and their allies. You know now they will be shaking and quaking because we now have a prime minister. We don't owe anybody any explanation. They are looking for lobbyists. For what? When they already are a country, they have their embassy, they have ambassadors who can meet leaders of the world. What do they need lobbyists for? Whereas hunger is killing people in homeland. $9 million. Then Imam Adabu and his group told our PM then, when they left last year, that we don't need lobbyists. We don't need to pay lobbyists. You see how much Nigeria is spending on lobbying firm. For what? Why do Nigeria need lobbyists when they already have embassy as a nation? This is to tell you that Nigerians do not know what they want. They always misplace their priorities. They misplace their priorities. Yes, my brother Yoshi, you are very correct. He says anybody that tries to sabotage Biafra this time will collect woto from Brgie. Of course, our prime minister now, Mazio Genkere, he does not take any nonsense. He made an opiagia straight. Opiagia without wasting time. Yes. So for our information minister to say on this video that he is a nobody, no, you are somebody. Powerfully somebody. Your media coverage destroys the image of Nigeria. It demolishes them, and they are not happy.
24 hours will not pass you by. You will collect pia pia. I salute everybody. And I thank you all for the confidence that you have reposed on our APM and BRJ and how far that we have come. 2026 is a great year, and we must stand strong to make sure we get all that we want. We are happy that Nigeria is crying with $9 million to promote BRGIA, to promote Biafra, to challenge Biafra in Washington, D.C. If we were not useful, if we did not hold Nigeria in their box, if we did not do something that have injured them, how will Nigeria bring out $9 million to go after Elias, to go after Okenkere, to go after Tonedabiri, to go after BRGI? We have had series and plenty groups of foolish people that are making noise in the media. We've had series of foolish people making noise in the media since November, claiming to be Biafra government, claiming to be Biafra government, claiming to be Biafra government. But I did not see Nigerian government crying over their caricature work. I did not see it. Nigerian government are only crying about Okenkere and Elias and BRGIE. This has become a turmoil. This has become a stone on the scrotum of Nigeria.
This is a reality. Can anyone disprove that? You can't. It's a reality. Carry out reality check. You will know that Nigeria paying 9 million. Do you know what 1 million, 2 million, up to 9? What it can do in a country? People are going hungry. Hunger is killing people. Vanguard News carried the news last, I think, December or November, that in 2026, 141 million Nigerians will die of starvation, hunger, because the Fulani terrorists, they will use their cattle in the farm and the gun on their shoulder to demolish. That is economic jihad. To demolish your farm. No food, no yam, no cassava, no cocoyam, nothing, no food. They will use terrorists to go house by house, buying people. They will use their terrorists to go to business places and burn your business. Why? Why are they doing that? Because they want to Islamize you and to Fulanize you at the same time. And their allies want your oil and your gas. So they have spent 9 million to pursue Biafrans. They are not pursuing USB charger, Madam Bao Bao. They are not pursuing CRC. No, because they are not relevant. So, onye ọbụla na-eso ndị a na-abọ mkpọrọ afa, ma na ibu ife n'isi ọkpọ. Onye na-eso these two people, ọ na-eso fa na nkịtị. Brgie is the place. In fact, we are not advertising ourselves. Nigeria government and media are now advertising us. What we are saying here is that you better join the moving train or you will be left out. And as we are joining, go to www.biafrans.org biafrarepublicgovernment.org, and donate. Biafra cannot come like that. You have seen how many millions the Nigeria government signed by Ribadu in Kaduna with a lobbying firm, American lobbying firm, to do what? To go and approach America. Oh, so Nigeria, they have a country that they are bowing to. They are already our allies. You will continue to chase us until your chest is on the ground. You will fall. Ndị Igbo si n'ọchụ nwa ọkụkụ nwe ada mana nwa ọkụkụ nwe ngwenwe ọsọ. For those of you who do not want to come in and donate for your freedom, you are nothing but fly-by-night freedom fighters. And we don't care about you people anymore. We are already on a high cruising level. We have left you behind. So my information minister, do not say that you are nobody. We appreciate you. You are a mighty man of valor.
And I am asking, if you are blind and deaf, are you also dumb in speaking the goodness of BRGIE? Because even Nigeria is speaking the goodness of BRGIE. Because if they did not see the goodness of BRGIE, they will not go as far as looking for a counter-lobbying campaign. First, in October 16, they invested $2.7 million. From that time till now, it did not yield any good fruit. They collected a series of sanctions.
Yes, my people, let me just say something here. You remember that in November, they paid 2.7 million for a lobbyist firm to lobby for them to America. That was in November. December 25th, the same people came and gave it to them wutu in their homeland in Sokoto. Their caliphate ran. Gumi started running from Kitikata, from country to country. Any country Gumi bata fachuoya ona agbahali. Eluo na January 2026, ọkwa ndị fakwuru 2.7 million. 1st of January 2026, ejekwa wọfịa ọzọ na Kaduna, wee sulie ebe ya bụ Gumi. Kunu wee fụ na ọ sị na ya nwetara intel from ndị amị na a na-achụ ya. Awulie his house na Kaduna. Ọ bụ na ọ nọ there, unu amaghị ife a kemie by now. So ego niile Nigeria na ọ bụrụ Justin Timberlake ọ sị gị cry me a river, Nigeria will continue to cry a river for us. Brgie bụ obele nsi na-emebi ike. Ma ikwetelu ma ikwetero, anyị ga-ekwetelu gị. Yes. Yes. Yes, all of them are promoting Brgie because na gbanyela agbanye. Ando Elias na Mazi Ogenkere na Amandabiri bụ ife niile injin ụgbọ. Injin ụgbọ. Biafrans, we are not afraid. Onyendu said it. When you are doing something and your enemy is praising you, then you are not doing anything. You can only know that you are doing something when your enemy is crying.
We push to fall on them, and all those sanctions came successfully. And more sanctions on the way. And bomb was dropped on their terrorists in their Sokoto Caliphate headquarters. Then they have seen that The 2.7 million they invested in October has yielded no fruit. Now they have to topple it to $9 million. Why? The headline is going after BRGIE. Because of what? Biafra. I salute all Biafrans. How to promote Biafra with $9 million if they were not actually doing something useful?
Biafrans, it is actually 11.7 million, because if you add 2.7 million to 9 million, it gives you 11.7. Or ifefa ji achụ anya ọsọ. But as I said, ọchụ nwa ọkụkụ nwa adama nwa ọkụkụ nwe nwa ọsọ. Is Nigeria going to get us? No, because they continued to bomb and kill innocent Christians. The people of Kogi are not in their places. Even Sokoto people last week, they told them to leave, and they were all moving out from their homes. They have all run away from their homes. The Kaduna people, they are still killing them. Katsina, they are still killing them. In Biafra land, they are still killing us. So do they think that America is like them? That is to tell you that Nigerians are very myopic in reasoning and thinking. Very, very myopic. They don't reason. You are asking America, oh, we have $9 million lobbyists now. We no longer kill Christians. To tell America that Christians are now safe, whereas you are busy killing them. There's a video I have here on the Twitter where you will see recent attack. They burnt the home down. Pied everybody there. They pied everybody yesterday. So, do you think that even next month that Nigeria government will stop killing Christians because they want to Islamize them? And they said it in 2023 election during their campaign that they have not come to give you this, give you that the agenda is to Islamize the whole region. This is why we have to continue to donate 11 million. If you add the one of 2.7 in November and this 9 million in this January, it will give you 11.7 million. But their people are going hungry, dying of starvation. Misplaced priority. That is Nigeria for you. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. They think that America is like them. No, no, no. If you like, pay 100 million US dollars to your lobbyist. The president of America will never listen to you, because he's a man that believes in religious freedom.
How to promote BRGIE with $9 million if they were not doing something useful? How to promote Elias Gerasulu's law firm, and how to promote and produce and project Attorney Dabere law firm. How to promote our Prime Minister, Honorable Okechukwu Nkere. How to promote BRGIA cabinet if they were not working actively. Will you invest $9 million? You remember, how many of you remember when Nigerian government said they are placing bounty of $150,000 on the head of our prime minister? Later they say 650. Later they say 500,000. I am telling you today that Nigerian government are placing $9 million as a bounty on BRGIE. So if you are a BRGIE affiliate and a lover of BRGIE, under the leadership of Prime Minister Okechukwu Okere, that have been doing wonders since November 2024 down to this very day, you should know that you are very expensive. Yes, you are very expensive. BRGIA have been able to make the imprisonment of our former Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, to become useless to who? To European Union, to Nigerian government. We have also made the imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to become useless and is more expensive to Nigerian government. That is why they are investing money that they are supposed to use to bring down the terrorists in your country. They are investing money that they are supposed to use to develop communities. They are investing money that they are supposed to use to give you good working amenities. They are investing money they should have used to pay your parents' arrears and salaries and pensions. They are using that money as a bounty, as a ransom on the head of BRGIE under the leadership of Okechukwu Okere. Oh my God. How to promote Biafra with $9 million. I want everybody to go and think of the epistle that you have to write. You have to write a book. You have to write a book. You have to start writing a book now. Write a book of the chronology of Okechukwu Okere from November 2024 to January 2026. In that chronology and that epistle, let us know how they have bastardized his name and the cabinet of BRGI. Everything that they have done and worked so much to destroy his name. What they have done to destroy Elias Gerasolu's law firm, and what they have done to destroy Amendabiri. What they have done to destroy the BDF. What they have done to destroy BRGI cabinet. And then depict the formidability of BRGI. How they stood tall to take all bullets, no matter all the situation that came. How they sustain and how they have gone from grass to grace. How they have been able to use one stone to kill too many birds. We are killing the birds in European Commission. Who imprisoned Mazi Simon Ekpa? We are killing the birds in Nigeria. Who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who pronounced him death sentence? Who pronounced him life imprisonment? Who say that Biafrans are international terrorists? We are killing the birds in all these sectors. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said something on the day that it was pronounced death sentence and life imprisonment. He said, God will punish all of you forever and forever. I want to ask all of you now, is God not punishing Nigeria? Is God not punishing Nigeria on a daily basis? Is God not punishing the European Commission on a daily basis for the evil that they did about our leaders? Is it not happening as our leaders pronounce it? They are getting the punishment from all angles. Yesterday, their football team went to go and represent them. I want to ask all of you, have you seen where Nigerian football team carried a banner to project and show the Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria. Did you see it? No. But you saw a different country. You saw Romania. You see America. You see Canada carrying the cross of Nigeria genocide on their head to speak and tell the entire world that Nigerian government supervises and eliminates their citizens. But Nigerian football team and all their athletes, when they go to represent Nigeria, they will carry that useless flag and be doing like this on the air. God is punishing all of you, one after another, for representing a terrorist country, for representing a country that killed their babies, women, and children. We enjoy when we see Nigeria cry. We enjoy when we see their officials cry. Let them continue the cry. The cry need to be heightened. We love your initiative of crying with $9 million. If BRGI were not active, if Okechukwu Nkere was not active in office during his reign, Biafra would have been forgotten. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have been forgotten in prison. Mazi Simon Ekpa would have been forgotten in prison. Did you see all those lobbies and lawmakers that they have brought together to fight against BRGI and Biafra? Did you see them looking for any other groups or some splinter groups or some non-entity groups of companies? No, they are looking for BRGI. They speak boldly and call the work of BRGI. Let us go back here and hear what and how they analyze us at the beginning of this very program. Let's listen to how they analyze us, how they speak of us. I am very proud to be amongst the living today and to see how we are small but mighty cabinet of BRGI and all Biafrans that are giving their support. See how you are small but mighty, but you are pulling so much weight against Nigeria in Washington, D.C. You did not carry bullet to shoot in Abuja. You did not carry bullet to shoot in Lagos, but you only carried pen and paper and go with a lobbyist and attorney and engage the U.S. lawmakers. You now see how the lobbying, the political and diplomatic engagement is very important in political spheres. Because today, we live in the world of politics. You have to play the politics in a systematic manner, in a manner and form and way that will key in to the happenings of the day. What is the happenings of the day? How is it keying in? Religious persecution was our key word. And that is what has happened to all of us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a product of religious persecution. He's a Christian. And so they had to treat his case differently compared to the terrorists that are giving you notice of eviction.
Now, Biafrans, are you going to understand this? During the war that Nigeria brought against Biafrans, during that war, from history, which is very factual, a reality, they lied against Biafrans. That time was when UN was UN, not the UN of today. The UN of today has been corrupted so much. They love money more than human beings that they are there to protect. The UN and everybody, every country believed that we are terrorists and separatists at the same time. They will baptize you to kill you. And Russia, Britain, Egypt, all these countries came to their aid. And from what France is doing today, and we know that that time they came to spy Biafrans and report back to Nigeria. They pretended that they came to help Biafrans. They lied against Biafrans. And it was still the same Osman Danfodio agenda. Persecution of Christians so that they will establish their Islamic religion. Look at what is happening today in Iran. Who will ever dream of such thing happening? They say that they are not Muslim nation, and they mentioned what they believe in. This was what Biafrans have been suffering from 1960. In fact, in the 50s, 40s, they've started buying us. Our fathers fought them back because they say that Islamic religion does not conform with our culture and tradition. And they embraced Christianity. And these cultists continue to unalive our people. Till date, when they started, use the attack and say no victor, no vanquish, that the war has ended, that the 3 R's must be applied. Did they apply it? They are still killing. Oh, every other Nigeria, we say, oh, you Igbos, you Igbos. Today, they don't talk about you Igbos. In fact, some of them are in our support to divide Nigeria and let us go our separate ways. Nigeria, a country that does not comply with rule of law. They made the law 1914 after amalgamation. You will ask yourself, what were you before you became a Nigerian? This is what we want to go back to. But going back to what I was saying, they've always lied against us. Now, today, every Nigerian, every person in that region is getting woto from the same people, Fulani, that castigated us because their father, Osman Danfodio, Sadwana of Sokoto or Ahmadu Bello, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, they lie to their children. Go and look at them, young men, because of their narrow nose, because they originated from Arab. I saw them yesterday, looking at them with disgust. Young boys or boys, young men, they don't go to school. All they carry is AK-47 because that is the teaching. That is the doctrine, that you must kill these people who are not cultists like us. Because these people are not serving God. When they buy somebody, they will say Allahu Akbar. But that is not the teaching of God. It is only cultists that kill people for no reason. They want to enrich themselves. So, Biafrans, this man here, do you know where he is from? His name is Chris Onyibo in Arise News. Very complicit people, very conniving and condescending, very nepotistic. They will see yellow, they will call it black in the name of media because they have all been paid. They have all been paid. Biafrans, we cannot listen to these people. You cannot get Biafra because you have your weight or you are a macho man. You can only get Biafra now. Supporting Mazio Genkere, our PM, and Ejema and Eje. This 9 million plus 2.7 million, making it 11.7 million, will show you that what we are doing is not a joke. It's not a joke. So if you want Biafra, come and donate. Today is Friday and tomorrow is Saturday. The day we do our fundraising. That's how we make our own money to fight with Nigeria. They will tell you they are giant of Africa. Giant of Africa, my foot. It is us, our oil, our gas, that made them giant. They only found Zamfara gold in 2010. But this oil has been there since 1956. 1956, think of it. How many years ago? What do Nigeria government produce? Even that AK-47, they can't produce it. But Biafrans, during the war, we had Ogbunigwe. Rocket in Egbundi Mado, Nigwe. Nigeria cannot boast of anything. Nothing at all. And when if they boast to move off, all they do is buy people. They are confused now. Nigeria is in confusion. Who put them in that position? Mazio Genkereles and Amandabiri. Plus your Ejema and Eje. This is it, Biafrans. Don't let anybody convince you to the contrary, because mere word will not get Biafra. Biafra is a serious business because the blood of our brothers and sisters are going. There is war right now in Biafra land. They brought war against us. So how do they think that America will listen to them? America knows. They know. Okay, did Ribadu not meet Riley Moore in Nigeria in November or December? He was there in December, because December 7th, when Nigeria went and bombed Benin Republic, Riley Moore was still in Nigeria. But were they not bombed on the 25th of December? So Nigeria, listen good. You are not going anywhere with your hide and seek game. You will be buying a lobbying firm with 11.7 million to tell America that you are no longer killing Christians, whereas you are busy killing them. Do you think that their embassy is not there? Or you think they are not watching you? They are watching you closely. That's why with your 2.7 million, they still made Nigeria a country of particular concern. And my people, legally, once you're proscribed and you are still doing what you're doing, the next is sanction. And that sanction is coming this time. So for Biafrans who are at home, congratulate your new PM, because what your new PM will do is that once we are recognized, is a contract, and he will be there to sign it for you, that you have been recognized, you have been legalized, you have been institutionalized. Let me put all of it there. Ya burundu Yoruba sigi gbogbo e. Gbogbo e means all of it. We need it. We need Prime Minister to take us forward. Anything you hear here, just know it that you need money. Ejema and Eje, to get Biafra working, to get Biafra moving forward. Your Ejema and Eje plus your new Prime Minister. Watch and see.
If you are not happy for the success of BRGIE today, under Honorable Okechukwu Nkere as the Prime Minister now, it means you were caused from your mother's womb. Yes, because our leaders behind bars.
Wow. I was busy talking. I didn't even check to see that I have people who want to speak. Please, my people, forgive me. Go ahead, Sister Love. Unmute yourself
Unmute
and
yourself
talk to
and talk to
Biafrans.
Biafrans. Ada, good morning.
Chukwu
Chukwu
gozie gị,
gozie gị,
ndewo.
ndewo. Biafrans, ndewonu. Ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama. Ada, am I coming out?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. You see, when I came in, when information minister was saying he's nobody, and then you counter it, I said I had missed this one. He was talking from the head of those Ntike.
Yes.
Yes. Because that's what they say he is. So he's talking from their head. He's mocking them.
Okay.
Yes, he's mocking them. You see, this time last year, what were they calling our current PM? Oh, Ogechukwu Nkere, nke ahụ amaghị okwu bekee. He can, Madam Ajere say, oh, he can't put two words together. Elelia nwite anya, ya gbanyụọ ọkụ. So they have to do what they're doing, focusing on the negative, while they were calling him all unprintable names, thinking that he came out to listen to the accolade. And when they are doing what they're doing, that will discourage him. He was carrying his bag, taking care of business while they were busy castigating him. Same thing, information minister is busy doing his work while they're busy castigating him. Now, the question will be, because this time last year, they were thinking you need PhD, you need all kind of degree, you have to be an orator to fight for your freedom. Mgba ejiri lutupuru. That's what Onyibo said. Okay, it doesn't depend on your height. It doesn't depend on your degree. It doesn't depend on your money. From their fruit we shall know them. So he is nobody. Yes. Our current PM don't know how to speak English. Yes. But he is doing the needful.
Exactly.
They said last year, oh, you don't need a lobby to do anything. We can do it. Yeah. Because they are enemies of progress. Now, if lobby is not important, how are they going to explain the amount of money Nigeria is spending now to get a lobby? So they are paying that amount of, is it 9 million to buy something that is useless? Well, our educated fools should come out and explain to us why something that is useless is costing that kind of money. Okay, that's why he was just mocking them, saying that.
Okay.
Now, Nigeria said they don't have what it takes to take care of the terrorists. They say, America, come and help. Now, by the time France called them, they quickly came out with weapon, came up with personnel, and then went and bombed a sovereign nation, Benin Republic, with precision. How many times did they go and bomb IDP camp and lie? Because Nigerian government is a pathological liar.
They are.
Is it any wonder their former information minister's name is liar? What else do we want to know from Nigeria? Nigeria will tell you that 12 noon, the sun was nowhere to be found. It's deep night. And they swear to it. And then if you say, hey, it's 12 noon, they say, take this amount and shut up. They bribe their way all the time. So they think that $9 million will bring back the dead. Will they bring back those people in IDP camp to the ancestral home? Who chased them to out of the ancestral home? Nigeria is telling the world there's peace. If there's peace, how do you have your citizens being slaughtered? How do you have the ones that you couldn't kill on the spot end up in IDP camp? IDP camp is 21st century word. It's called refugee camp. How do you become a refugee in a peaceful environment? How? So, who is occupying their homes? Who sent them to IDP camp? Who burned down the churches? Who killed the Christians? Who is doing everything? You think the world doesn't know the truth? Because you are used to buying your way through the storm. But there's a stop to it. This is one time. Money can buy you love.
No.
In real time. You see, what you did not labor for, you have no restriction spending it. All the money they are spending is money they got from the resources owned by Biafra. Are they using the money gotten from the gold in Zamfara to pay all this? No, it's the same oil. Who owns the oil? It's Biafra. So they are using our oil money to go and lie against us. And they think that the God who gave us that oil, who blessed us with that oil, is going to allow them do all that and get away. They will not. Everything they're doing is supporting that they are liars and they are evil. They chase the citizens to IDP camp. Then they go back and bomb the IDP camp and tell you, oh, it was a mistake. Really? Why is it that you don't make mistake bombing your terrorist? Nigeria is the only place that citizens are slaughtered. Cows are the real citizen.
Yes.
Okay? Cows are the real citizen. They are there in their red chamber or black chamber or green chamber, what the hell they call it, debating how a cow should be, have right as a citizen. Meanwhile, the citizens with 2 legs are being slaughtered to favor citizens with 4 legs. Go figure. You know. Now, the Biafrans who are, I don't know if they're confused. They can't be real Biafrans and remain confused. BRGI is not doing anything. They suspend you. They sack you. What is it? All the English they're speaking. So how come Nigeria are not calling them as the one bothering their life? They are blaming the nobodies the non-English speakers, the ones that don't know how to cram the dictionary and come and vomit it in the name of speaking grammar.
Yes. It's not our first language.
I mean, come on, my people. What does it take for you to see that woman with her stomach dangling is not just ate too much food, that she's pregnant? Can't you see? What are you waiting for? Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he will not pay any media outlet to promote us. That time will come. They will be the one promoting us. Isn't it happening? They're even paying 9 million to promote the nobodies. If you're a real Biafran, you must be thankful to Okike that he is working his purpose out in your favor. What you need to do is to do your own part. What is your own contribution? Bring out your Eje and Ejema to support your government. Stop sabotaging yourself, because you are sabotaging yourself. All that money they're bringing, somebody is going to collect it thinking they're making themselves rich. The wealth gotten by foul means or ill means, you're putting it in a bag with a big hole at the bottom. That's why the bag never get full. You don't see the invisible hole. Whatever you're gathering, you're dropping it there and it's dropping out of your bag. Stop selling your destiny and the destiny of your children by sabotaging. Ndị nọ n'ụlọ, unu kwụsị isu imi, unu kwụsị ịtụ aka. Ndị ahụ nọ na-atụ aka sị ga-agbuo ha, ha gbuchaa ha, who is going to defend you? Are you stupid? A cup of rice, otolire ofulankolo. After you eat a cup of rice today, what next? Haven't you been stupid long enough to realize that you're stupid? If they come every year and tell you the same story, and then you end up with the same results, isn't it time for you to know they are lying to you? God has given you enough brain to function. Don't surrender yourself to be deceived. Come out and support your government. Even the Nigerian government is telling you who your government is. Don't you get it? Who else are they calling?
Brgie.
Don't you see? Ebe nwata la atụ aka la ebe akwa, ma iko nne ya nọ ya, iko nna ya nọ ya. That person, that group, that government, they are crying and pointing finger at. Don't you understand that's the real stuff? Why are they not calling the other people? I mean, the list of splinters will fill a big bag. Why are they not calling them? Why are they calling the nobodies? Don't you see that something about the nobodies that is working in your favor? Come and join the bunch of nobodies, because they're the one that are making things happen. Forget about the glittering. Forget about the shine, shine, shine. They are no gold. They only have the look. They are not the real stuff. So, Information Minister is correct. He's just mocking them. So, Biafrans, come and defend yourself by joining your government. You only have one government, not 1.5, not to talk of 2. The name of your government is Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Currently being headed by our new Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. You see, you don't have to like him. You don't have to love him. Where I am, you don't have to like the mayor of your city. You don't even have to know his name. But you must pay your tax. You must obey the law. You can hate the mayor as much as your heart desire. In fact, you can even move. If you hate that mayor bad enough, move out of the city. No questions asked. But if you try to set the city on fire, you will go and answer for it. What am I saying? Hate our government. Love our government. Do anything you want, but don't sabotage us. If you sabotage this government, because our people have established that they are career saboteurs, generational saboteurs, but that this time, there must be a stop to it. Sabotage this government, you will have a question to answer.
Yes.
You will have a question to answer. If you don't want to contribute, that's okay. Don't contribute. But be quiet and wait for when the food is on the table. Then we tell you the price of the food. But don't sabotage, because if you sabotage, you must answer. The days of is gone. The days of, oh, how many times will your brother wrong you and you forgive? Remember, we are one. It's our own. No. No such language in our dictionary. The only way is come out now and contribute. That's the only way. If you don't want to come out and show your face, that's good. Keep your golden face in your cupboard, but go and contribute on the website. It's there. It's not a secret. Contribute, keep your receipt. Makadea mama, because the day of reckoning will come. Keep your receipt. Keep your nice face in the closet. Hang on to both. Because the day you choose to bring your face out, you must be identified. Okay? So come out and contribute. Forget it. All the noise at the corner, they are just mere noise. You see, this government, is here to stay. If they're recognizing Biafra now, for those people who are agitating like bad rockets, why must we have a new prime minister? Let me just ask. If Biafra is recognized today, isn't there a human being to sign the document?
Oh.
No. Is that document going to be taken to Sokoto prison?
Oh.
For Onyendu to sign it? Since Biafra is his private problem. Is it going to be taken to Finland prison for our former PM to sign it? Is it because there's no human being left in Biafra land? Is it why they have to go to prison to look for our leaders? Then all the preaching, all the teaching our leaders did, was it in vain? Let's say we get to those waiting for Onyendu to come out. Now that they saw Onyendu has life imprisonment, what next? Biafrans, use your brain. You claim to be intelligent. There must be a face for Biafra Republic. If there's a recognition today, there must be somebody to stand and sign it. They can't go to the prison to get the signature. So stop reasoning with your emotion, reason with your brain. Reason with your brain and stop driving yourself off the wall for nothing. Look, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere has every right to step aside. But he can't. You know why? God have placed the burden on his head. He is now like Jonah. Even if he run, when Jonah decided to run, God found him a special transportation means. Oh yes, because God is Almighty God. If he wants you to do something, it doesn't matter how loud you cry. It doesn't matter how far you run. You must do that job which God asks you to do. Jonah is a classic example. Jonah, go to Nineveh and preach. Jonah say, hell no. Jonah, go and preach. Jonah said, I'm running away. It's because I'm here. That's why you're telling me. Jonah took off. But when Jonah found himself in the belly of the fish, he couldn't run. Where did the fish take him to? Nineveh. And he did the preaching and got his peace. So if Mazi Ogechukwu wanted to play the role of Jonah, Okike will make him go and do what he's supposed to do, because it is his turn now to do the job.
Yes.
Okay? The people in Nineveh did not say, you mean that one that came through the fish? We are not listening to you. So if you want to do the same thing, say, is it that Ogechukwu, the one that don't know how to speak English? Stay there. Stay there and fool yourself. When Onyendu came out, people were saying, oh, you mean that little boy? We were here when the father got married. Oh, we were here when he was born. Oh, he's not 10 feet high. Yag, 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 yag. Does it stop what Onyendu came to say from happening? It doesn't. Our former PM, oh, wait, Perima, he's Fulani, he's from Japan, he's from Mexico, he's from where? He's here, from here. Does it stop him from doing his part? Biafrans, begin to use your brain. Begin to use your brain. Your problem is looking at people's size and people's dressing, people's mannerism, instead of focusing on the subject. Bala moto hapu hede la humoto. If you need your freedom, come out and support your government.
Exactly.
Look, Ogechukwu, I don't know. I never hear him say he's looking for people to love him. Oh, I've never heard that. I've not seen people that he say, oh, I'm looking for people to go out with. So why are you bothering yourself? In fact, most of you that hate him have only seen him on video. You've not met him in one-on-one. So what is this hatred all about? Okoko hapu onye gbure ya togodere itoolu. Fulani hatering le egbugu. Ndị ofe mmanụ hatering. Kama ị ga lụsa ha ọgụ, ga lụsa nwanne gị ọgụ. Ibe ewu. Look, etere ogo, etere ụgbọghọrọ. Support your freedom. That is the only way to survive. If we miss this window of opportunity God provided, you can write it off.
Yes.
You can write it off. You see, tomorrow is our fundraising day. Our website is open 24/7. You don't need anybody to go and place your money there. You don't even need to tell the next person sitting by you, go and make your donation. If you like, send your receipt to your admins. If you like, keep your receipt. You know why we say keep your receipt and forward your receipt? The day you will come, the question is, did you contribute? It's a yes or no. If you say no, your case is finished. If you say yes, that's another question. Produce your evidence.
Yes.
If that one you produce doesn't match the copy we have, the one you brought is Oluwole and is unacceptable. In fact, you might be punished for falsifying information. Get this straight. Okay? We are not moving out of Nigeria to be another replica of Nigeria. No, no, no. There's no Imam Mado. No.
Not a Biafran land.
The only Imam Mado is your receipt. The only person who mag your receipt. If you think I'm lying, you try it, because there's only one way to find out. They were no more Biafra.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You've made a great submission, speaking to Biafrans in a plain language. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My brother Rage, if you are very close to your phone, go ahead and talk to Biafra.
Okay, thank you very much. Am I coming out?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much, our dear mother, Ada Betty Ford. Thank you for the good work that you are doing for the Biafran people.
Thank you.
Greetings to you. Yes, ma'am. Greetings to you, great Biafrans all over the world. Greetings to you, our mother that just spoke. Love Akubondo. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. And to every other Biafrans all over the world, all the Biafran faithful and every lover of freedom, friends of Biafra, I send my greetings. Greetings to our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Kere, current and present serving Prime Minister, and to the former Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who is leading from the prison. Greetings to our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the overall Supreme Leader of the Biafran people, for leading from the front line, leading from different prisons in Nigeria and in Finland. For the records, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by Nigeria and he was sentenced to life imprisonment because he stood up to speak against the Christian genocide, religious persecution. He stood up to speak against the persecution of his Biafran brothers and sisters who are predominantly Christians, and he went further to set up a defense mechanism. That is why Nigeria kidnapped him, renditioned him, and sent him to life imprisonment. Likewise, the former Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. These are just only their crimes, not that they committed any personal crime, but they stood up to fight for the freedom of their people against the Islamic jihadist terrorists who are carrying out genocide against Christians, of which our people are predominantly Christians. So I send my special greetings to them, to the entire Biafra Defense Forces, the defenders of our land, the defenders of our babies, women, and children, the defenders of our innocent civilian population who are predominantly Christians, traditionalists, and Jewish. Special greetings to the entire Biafra Defense Forces from the top to the least. We send our greetings to all the honorable cabinet ministers of the Biafra Republic government in exile, especially the honorable Minister of Information, the delights of Biafra. We greet you, sir. And to you, our mother, Betty Ford, thank you for, I don't know how you are doing it every day, every day. After you leave the YouTube, you come to WhatsApp, God, you don't even have time for yourself again. All your time you dedicate for Biafra. God must reward you with Biafra that you deserve. God must reward all of us, yes, ma'am, with that Biafra that we deserve. And speaking about name callings and criticism, it's become a trend, you know. During the time of Onyendu Mazion and the Kando, I was not present. I didn't really know much, but I learned that people were saying that he used to cost too much, you understand? So these people that are coming with all these excuses and name callings and criticism. These are Nigeria planted. These people are planted by Nigeria to fight against the freedom of the people. They say our leader today he sought a lot after our leader when our former Prime Minister Simon Ekpa came on the scene. They said a lot of things that he's a dwarf, Buddha, he doesn't know how to speak English. There was a day he said, the former Prime Minister was saying that if you say I don't know how to speak English, I live in Finland and I can speak Finnish very fluently. And I even try to speak English. I said that, you understand? Fine. So he said that. So it started today. These people that are always saying this. These are people that are planted by Nigeria to attack the leaders that are leading the people into their freedom. You understand? So they said it to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, so that he doesn't know how to speak English. He's short. Looking at Prime Minister, it's not that short. Prime Minister should be close to 5 feet. Should be close to 5 feet. That is not a short man. You understand? So, and these people are saying it's a short person. So these are Nigerian planted people that are planted by Nigeria to attack those leaders that are leading us to freedom. And today, you see, they are also attacking our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Kere, that he doesn't know how to speak English. So I don't know if there is another English that is spoken elsewhere than the English that the Prime Minister speaks. Ogechukwu Kere. He speaks very well. He speaks very good English. You understand? So is there another English that is different from what he speaks? I don't know. So when I hear all of these things, and when you look at all these rascals, all these miscreants coming up with all these assaults, they see there's nothing to write home about them. In spite of their being eloquent in English language, most of them say they cannot speak their local languages. So most of them, they speak English very well, yet you have nomadic Fulani Islamic terrorists ruling over them, in charge of the military, in charge of the executive, in charge of the Senate, in charge of the police, in charge of custom, in charge of everything. You see? So it's part of their speaking good English. They speak Queen's English. They are very fluent, very eloquent, but you still have nomadic terrorists ruling over them. That is how pathetic this set of people are. So once again, I really want to say very big congratulations to the new Prime Minister-elect by the Biafran people through the Biafra Republic government, cabinet ministers, His Excellency Ogechukwu Kere. That is the democratic process we talk about. And I want our people to understand that Prime Minister is not a title that is meant for just one person. It's not an entitlement to one person. It is not a kingship. The Biafra we pursue is not kingship that the king can be deposed and the king is dethroned and another king is placed in his. No. Biafra is a democratic process. It's a process whereby leaders are elected to be present, to be actively present, to carry out the day-to-day governance of the Biafran people. Exactly. You understand? Exactly. That is the kind of Biafra we seek. Not that because if we go by emotion, that because we love the former prime minister so much, which we do, we love him so, like me, I love him so very much. When he was here, I've done a lot of songs for him, you understand? And I love it so, even up to today. I pray for him every day. I love him so much. But if we go by that, we love our leader too, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even though I was not much present in his time, but with the little time I met him, I became so endeared to him. So if we should go by that, probably the title Prime Minister should not even have gone to our former Prime Minister. Maybe we should have given that title to our Onyendu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, inside prison. That is the Prime Minister. So what am I trying to say? A democratic process is what we are pursuing. We are not pursuing the kind of governance that we get from Nigeria, with a situation whereby a leader is incapacitated by death or by something, and you crown another person to be ruling on behalf of the person, and you lie to the whole population, to the general public, that the leader is still alive, whereas the leader is dead. That's not the kind of Biafra we are seeking. So prime minister or president or any position is not a birthright that is tied to any one individual.
No.
So long as the individual, yeah. So long as the individual is not actively present to carry the day-to-day activities of the Biafran people, there is need for another person to be elected to carry out those duties for which a prime minister is needed, for which a president is needed, for which any title in any office is needed. That is what we are here for. So once again, I really want our people to put emotion aside. When our leaders that are in prison, when they are back from the prison, in fact, once we are free today and they are out of prison, we will gladly vote for them overwhelmingly. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as president, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa as the first prime minister of the Biafran people, where we have our freedom today. But in their absence, we must not pause, and we must not allow any interference from prison, in the sense that they are not aware of what is happening in the outside world here. They are not aware of the things that are going on here. Document, movement, meetings that are to be held with international community. They can't hold those meetings from prison. This is why we need new leaders. This is why we need new prime minister. You understand? So our people must understand that and put sentiment apart. We are not running a kingship that he is the Eze, he is the Ovie, he is the king. Why should he be removed? Why should another person be put in? No, we are not running that. We are still in freedom fighting. Once they come out from wherever they are, we still love them. Our love for them do not reduce. And they will resume and do what they know how to do best. I bet for the meantime, they have done their bit. We that are free, we are supposed to continue to fight and get the freedom that made them to be in prison, and get by getting the freedom, also get their freedom, so that they too can be free. And that being said, I will also say, that Nigeria is like the junior brother to Iran, because they are both Islamic state. Iran is Islamic state, Nigeria is Islamic state, and Nigeria is really copying so much from Iran, you understand? In their dealing, even when you see the IRGC, that is the Iranian Revolution Guard Corps, their military and whatever, the way they ride bike, that is the same way the terrorists in Nigeria ride bikes. You understand? And looking at Iran, the money that Iran is supposed to use to better the lives of their citizens, the money that Iran is supposed to use to provide water, there's no water in Iran today. The money that this Islamic regime is supposed to use to provide water for the Iranian people, supposed to put infrastructure, put education, put anything good to better the lives of these Iranian citizens. They don't use the money to do those things. Rather, they use the money to sponsor terrorism. They use the money to sponsor Hezbollah. They use the money to sponsor Houthis. They use the money to sponsor Hamas. They use the money to sponsor different terrorist groups, all in the name of wiping off the children of God. the Israelis. The same thing is what is happening to Nigeria today. The $9 million, which is supposed to use to better the lives of the Nigerian people, which is supposed to be used to create more employment opportunity, which is supposed to be used to provide food for the Nigerian people. Nigeria can never use that money to better the lives of Nigerians because they are the same template with the Iranian people, the same template. Rather, they will use that $9 million to fight against the freedom of the people. They will use that $9 million to fight against the Biafran Republic government in exile, from exposing Nigeria crimes, from exposing Nigeria genocide, from exposing Nigeria terrorism. Evidences, facts that are everywhere that cannot be denied, even as we are speaking. You see here you see here they are terrorists, the Nigeria-backed terrorists, the Nigeria Islamic Fulani-backed terrorists coming to make threats that everybody should convert to Islam or be ready to die. And before you know it, they will carry out the threat, they will execute it, carry out genocide here and there. Yet Nigeria is pumping $9 million to go and fight against Biafra Republic government in exile, from exposing their terrorism against the indigenous people, from exposing their genocide against Christians and the indigenous civilian population. That is the same template with Iran. So my people, it is time for you to know who is fighting for Biafra, because the Nigeria that you are fighting against to get your Biafra is always pointing it out to you. When they hire these lobbyists, they did not hire the lobbyists to fight against Ugozi or Rabweze. They have no business with Ugozi Rabweze because they know that Ugozi Rabweze is not fighting against. They did not hire these lobbyists with $9 million to fight against Imam Mamugu and Ada Otimbu, Rafael Ajarere. They did not hire this money to fight against them. They did not hire this money to fight against $9 million to fight against Choma. Neither did they hire this money. Are they spending this money to hire lobbyists to fight against DOS? But they are spending this $9 million to hire lobbyists to fight against those that are fighting for the freedom of the people, to fight against those that are fighting for the freedom of Biafra. That is the Biafra Republic government in exile. That is the Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Kere. That is the lobbyist head, Mazi Elias Gerasuli. That is the attorney, Amanda Biri. These are the people that the Nigerian government is spending $9 million to fight against. Not all these rascals, all these miscreants, hungry people that have lived their lives in Europe for decades, but they cannot even raise money to get married. See, something as simple as, is marriage that expensive over there? Something as simple as marriage. Ada Otimbu Rafael Ajarere cannot raise money to get married until the Prime Minister Ogechukwu Kere came to rescue him. Yet he is still bad-mouthing an innocent man. You understand? So when you see the likes of Ada Otimbu Rafael Ajarere ranting and shouting, don't be surprised. He is doing his work. He is paid to do his work by the Nigerian government. The likes of Ada Rafael Ajarere, probably they don't even collect more than $200, maybe $200, $150. So for the fact that they have been paid to do the work by Nigeria, they must do their work. They must castigate the people that are fighting for the freedom of Biafra. They must castigate the government. You understand? So when you see them ranting, when you see them shouting, don't be too disturbed. They are doing their work, because if they don't do the work, Nigeria will come for them, oh my brother. Nigeria will come for them.
Yes.
If they don't do the work, Nigeria will certainly come for them. And when Nigeria come for them, it's not even that Italy where they are. The way Nigeria will take bonded they come back, you know, go believe them. You understand? So that is the thing. Don't be surprised when they are ranting. They have to do their work for Nigeria. And that being said, to the rich people, kudos to the Iranian people and kudos to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a very rich man that is using his word to fight for the freedom of the people. When all the internet is shut down in Iran today, Elon Musk deployed Starlink. He is the owner of Starlink, and he made it free for everybody so that he can support the freedom of the Iranian people. But what is our rich people? What are our rich people doing? The likes of like Allen Onyema, they use their riches to sponsor terrorists. They drop millions of naira for terrorists to buy guns, to buy weapons, to come and kill the Biafrans that are fighting for freedom for every other person. This should be a lesson that we must all learn. If you are a rich person, if you are blessed, God has blessed you so that you can use the money to get freedom from the common people, to get better life for the common people, not to use your money to fund terrorists, to buy more weapons for terrorists, to come and kill the common people that are dying of starvation, of hunger, that have been oppressed by the Islamic jihadist terrorist state of Nigeria. You still use your wealth to fund them, to buy weapons for them. In riches, Allen Onyema cannot compare with Elon Musk. But look at what Elon Musk is doing. He's using his riches, his wealth, to fight for the freedom of humanity. While Allen Onyema is using his riches to enslave the freedom of humanity, to enslave, to keep Biafrans in slavery, because he wants to be the only man that is well to do. This is a lesson we must learn. This is a lesson we must learn. So if God has blessed you and you are using your money to do another thing, to fund the oppression of humanity, to fund the terrorism of humanity, I think you should have a rethink. You should have a rethink, because you are a mistake, and God is very disappointed in you. God is disappointed in you. So like we have always said, the hour has come. The time for freedom is now.
Yes.
If you forget everything, don't forget that Donald Trump only has 4 years in office. It's not even up to 4 years again. This regime of Donald Trump is the regime of freedom. Those that are serious to be free will get their freedom. But those that are not serious, that think that freedom fighting is content creation, they will continue to create their content. They will remain in that one room. They will remain in that asylum camp constituting nuisance, and they will still remain in their slavery forever. Tomorrow is another opportunity for each and every one of us to fund our freedom.
Yes.
Funding your freedom is not a crime. If you fail to fund your freedom, you have successfully chosen to fund your slavery. If you fail to fund your security, you have successfully chosen to fund your insecurity. So let us rise up. Let us unite. Nigeria government has told you from time to time, those that are fighting for freedom and those that are not fighting. Our leader said, if you are doing something and your enemy keep praising you, it means that you are doing nothing. But I also want to say that if you are doing something and your enemy are silent, they are not saying anything, it also means you are not doing anything. Because if you are fighting against somebody and you are really beating up that person, the person will cry out. This is exactly what Nigeria is doing. That is why you see Brgie everywhere, crying out against Brgie. A lot of killings, a lot of people have been killed in Nigeria for decades. A lot of villages, communities have been wiped out. A lot of pastors have come out to speak. Pastor Suleiman, Oyedepo, they have all come out to speak. America did not give any thoughts. US did not give any thoughts. But the very moment Brgie submitted petition against Nigeria, from that very day, they went to Congress House to give life testimony. The story changed. America shoot their radar to Nigeria. From there, Nigeria's terrorists have been bombed, and Nigeria media, lawmakers, presidency, whatever you call them, they were crying that why should their terrorists be killed? Who made it possible? It is Biafra Republic government in exile. So if you still stay in one place and you are saying that you are confused, you don't know where to follow, may you die in your confusion. You will make everything about your life be confused. You will be confused until you confuse yourself into your grave, because you are a fool. If Nigeria is telling you that it's Biafra Republic government that is doing this to, and you are telling me that you are confused, may you be confused until you die. Everything about you, anything you lay your hands upon, should be confusion. Thank you very much, my dear mother Adabeti, for the great work that you are doing for the people. And once again, yeah, before I yield the mic, I must tell you that the finger of God is in everything we are doing. It's like everything is aligning at this very time. Because first time ever a prime minister is elected, taking oath of an office in the head office of the Biafran people. That is a sign. And kudos to the beautiful woman of our prime minister, the wife of our prime minister of Ogechukwu Ukere. Thank you very much, Mom, for being a strong pillar to him. Thank you for standing by him and assisting him. I yield the mic here. My name is Regis Fury, aka Udewo Wanchineke.
Ndewo. Biafrans have heard you. You know, we are always this type of people that don't know what we want. That's why they call us people who do not align properly and well with politics, that we are not politically inclined, and I agree. Because you will see a Biafran coming out openly, fighting his brother, leaving the enemy by the side. You can never see them call Kashim Shetima criminal. You can never see them call Gumi criminal. You can never see them call Malami criminal. Even right now, Malami and his son are detained for corruption, running to billions of dollars. You can never see them call Pantami, who is in UN, countering all the letters that Onyendu wrote to UN, or the one they call Ajia. That's why UN is corrupt, and that's why America, Donald Trump, the president, powerful president, that's why he left UN this year. You can never see them do that. They will be fighting themselves, calling you names, trying to be known. This is not politics. In politics, there is something they say: no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, but permanent interest. We love Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very dearly. That's why our former Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa said that we will make the abduction of Onyendu useless for them. And he worked so hard, and we love him. We love our former Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is now detained. Why? Because they don't want Biafra to come. And because of that, we lack prime minister. And we need one to move forward. Biafrans, do you people realize that after all your ranting, when Biafra comes, everything will be dissolved? Because anything we have now is what they call ad hoc. Something you generate, something you have, which you must have in a freedom fight mode. We are not yet a nation. We need to be recognized by the international world. And when you get somebody like Netanyahu, you will tell him, that contract you have drafted before you recognize us, go to Finland or go to Sokoto. Is that what we will tell him? So, in a freedom fight mode, you need a prime minister. And our charter said, after 3 months of absence, we will have another prime minister. Because of love, we waited. Hello?
It's like our mommy is taking a call. So
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Are you back now?
Biafrans, our sister wants to talk to us.
morning, Biafrans. Thank you, Mommy Betty, for your good work
Thank
for
you.
us.
Thank you.
It's not easy, but you are doing it. History will not forget your level of work, of love. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our sister. Thank you, Mommy Love, Fury, and every other one that is here. Thank you, our indomitable leader, Mazin Namdekano, that is fighting even in the prison. And our former Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we love you so much, and he knows that we love him. Thank you, our new elected. In fact, you are doing a great job, Mazi, on His Excellency, Mazi Ogenkere, and all his entourage that stood up, made sure that this great job, which our PM put in place, that enemy didn't destroy it. I want to thank everybody, all the cabinets, for standing tall in a time of test. It was really a time of test since 2024, December 2nd, after the declaration of Biafra. I want to just put, it's not that I have any other thing different than what my people have already said, but to add more salt. You see, today, some people, it's very, very heartbreaking that so many of us that are talking about Biafra, we are not serious. We don't know what we are talking about. And it's very, very heartbreaking that so many people use Biafra as career. They like every year we keep on saying all hail Biafra every year, and we have to stand one place, rounding around without moving. And someone that is serious, 2 people or 3 people that are serious came up. They took our leader. We were crying, and the former PM rose up and said, no, what Nnamdi Kanu put in place cannot be wasted. He fought like a man, and Nigeria was crying there. They took him, and they thought all hope is lost. And ABM woke up and said, no, what our PM put in place cannot be destroyed. Now, my heart is bleeding that so many people don't know the meaning of what we are doing. They are too emotional and sentimental. That is why somebody will come up and said, we did puke. What does that mean? Well, it means to them that we're supposed to, everybody should go back to his or house and sleep, and we keep waiting for PM after 6 years when he comes out. Nnamdi Kanu, after life jail, I don't know whether life jail has spent time. Is that what these people that are ranting in social media, is that what they mean? Is that what Simon taught them? Or what Nnamdi Kanu taught them? Nnamdi Kanu said, if you look for me and you didn't see me, put fire on Nigeria. Is that how you people are putting fire in Nigeria? And Simon said one time that Biafra is a race. This one will run and run and run, and he gets the other person the battle or the whatever. And what you people have to say is, we did coup, we took BN. May God have mercy on you people, all of you that is against the the election of new prime minister, that we make the journey of Biafra to move forward so that we can get to our destination. I want to give you people an expo. Whether you like it or not, we are going home. And our PM, new elected PM, is not even laughing. He's not even looking at anybody's face. He is determined. So you better, the early you know this, better for you. To join the queue or to join the line, because like my sister Love said, your receipt, there will be a time, the only body that know you is your receipt. I was even telling my children, look, when we get this Biafra, don't say I didn't tell you, because all of you are of age. Bring your money. And they were laughing at me. They said, how can you think it's easy? I said, anything that is not easy is doable. So the extra I want to give everyone that is listening to me now is, we know where to get you. You may think you don't. How can nobody will tell you not to come to Biafra? You are a Biafran, but when the time comes, oh my God, you will like to bank in Biafra, Bank of Biafra. Maybe that time we will ask you before, bring your receipt. You may need your international passport. This is the secret I'm leaking. If we don't get you in Biafra Bank, we will get you in when you want to get your international passport. If we don't get you there, we will get you when you want to get your ID card.
Or driver's license.
Or driver's license.
Exactly.
I want to tell you, have never run away from this. And those of you that are now doing this, if people that got their receipt, if they are getting their own $1, your own may be. I don't want to say anything. Everything will be checked. Don't think that Biafra is going to be Nigeria. We are bringing United States in Nigeria, in Biafra land. Everything will be on record. Technology will tell you where you belong. So, join us and do what we are doing. We didn't queue, or we didn't let our former prime minister down. We are trying to give him a good result when he comes out.
Exactly.
And those of you that are misbehaving, when he comes out, you will tell him, no, we just want to keep your title for you, so that when you come out, you take it. You are going to be like those people Bible talked about, that a man wants to go on travel, he call his children or his servants. He gets this one talent, he gets this one 5, he gets this one 2, according to their abilities. And when he comes back, he called them, bring your results. This one said, you gave me 5 talent, and I made a profit of another 5 talent. And you gave me 2, I made a profit of 2. And the one he gave one said, I went and dig a hole and put it there. Because I know you are a wicked man that is taking where you did not sow. Now look at your talent and take it. I don't want your trouble. And the master collected it from him and gave it to the one that has 10 talents. This is word of God, and it is a parable. When Simon will come out, when our leader Nnamdi Kanu will come out, we will bring our report card, and it will be a shameful thing to you. And you, Adadi Orama, I heard what he said yesterday. You were so furious. You were so angry. I was laughing at you when you were saying, oh, okay, so he gave him more PM like that. He has already taken it. And he is already making you, he has started using the PM seat before he became a PM. So he doesn't owe you any apology. Who are you? You start illiterate that doesn't even know your left and your right. Your evil will swallow you. You. Oh my God. You will never. If you see Adadi Orama, he's saying I'm telling you that if anything, if we can't do anything now, we will wait for you in Biafra land because you have done a lot of damages. You are the one that started this evil with Ngozi. And you said it yesterday, I was the one that put Ngozi where she is. That is why I came out and tell people, yes, don't follow her again. I put Ngozi there and I am now telling people, don't follow. So you are an evil woman that has very evil acts. You said, okay, Kede, how many people love you? Are we talking about love here? Are we talking about likeness here? Okay, Kede doesn't even have time to look at anybody's face. So if you are talking about how many people that love Ogenkere, that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about how to get our land. We are talking about how to go. We are talking about how to build a good country, a country that whenever you are, you will be saying, I want to go home, I want to go vacation. Or if you want to go to and relax, there is no place like a home. You evil people that are doing evil, sabotaging what we are doing, are you with your senses? I'm sorry, I want to be civil. But these people have done damage that by now we supposed not to be here. And you, Ajere, you are shameful. I am sorry for the wound that carried you. You are nothing to talk about. You are just an evil and a hopeless human being. You will see what you did to yourself. When PM will come out, let's see who he will. He will say that he is the good master. My people, I don't know what to say, but I want to encourage anybody that is in this platform, please, let us keep doing the next. Let us stop sabotaging ourselves. Let us keep doing what we're supposed to do, for in due time we will reap if we faint not. Thank you and God bless everyone. Bye, my sister.
Ndewo, my darling sister. God bless you. We love your submission and we have heard it. Thank you so much. We are not bothered about them. They are all the nobodies wanting to be somebody. All their pages are monetized, showing you that they are looking for money. They don't want Biafra to come so that they will keep getting monetization from Facebook and YouTube. Don't mind them. Only kalili need Chukwu bịa nyere gị aka. Forget about them. They are all forgotten. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, my dear. Bye-bye.
Bye. His Academic Highness, the most educated man, black man in Europe. Go ahead and talk to Biafrans. We are not hearing you. Unmute yourself.
There, can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Can
are
you hear me
hearing
now?
you now. Yes.
Are you still hearing the
ahead.
bell from the back of Vatican? Are you still hearing the Angelus
Yes.
from the back
Yes.
of Vatican?
I'm
Are you hearing
it? I'm hearing it.
too? Are you hearing the bell?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
hearing the bell.
Clap for Jesus. That is to tell you that God is with us. This is the hour of mercy.
Yes, God is with us.
And
Amen.
I draw the power of God Almighty from Jesus Christ,
Amen.
to support the people of Biafra.
Yes.
especially our Prime Minister duly sworn to office. The same power goes to the office of Donald J. Trump, that is trying to save humanity through Christianity of Jesus Christ, that brought about the law for humanity. If you watch the word of Jesus Christ, he says, live and let live.
Yes.
He said, have mercy. He didn't say, kill people. He equally told St. Peter to wait, to put his knife back to the proper place. He says, sheath your knife. Because Jesus is special, he's the Son of God. He came to teach us the way to supersede the jihadists. The Antichrist are the jihadists. I am saying this, I greet all Biafrans. There are many things that have been taught in a wrong way in Italy or in Africa, or carried in a wrong way in Africa. For example, in Africa, the Christianity says they are going to crusade. Please, that is wrong. Crusade means the same thing that jihad means. If jihad is ever something good, crusade is ever something good. Listen, people should go, and any name that is Western or that is foreign, whether it is Arabic or it is of the European, please make research first of all to know what is the etymology of that word, what we call etymologia parola. Jihad means war, physical war against the other ethnic group or tribe, against those that are not of Islam. While crusade means physical war against, for resistance against that jihad. It has nothing to do with going to pray in the open field. Our people need to learn this particular thing and know the choice of word. Know the choice of word, because this thing that I'm saying now, misunderstanding on this has beclouded our brothers and sisters at home. It has beclouded the sense of reasoning to our brothers and sisters at home. Now, it is the same Jesus Christ word that we pronounce in a wrong way in Africa, that we understand in a miraculous way, without defense, that Donald Trump is applying physically. Nobody can tell me that he didn't understand what Donald Trump did to prevent in Christmas, New Year, and also preparing. Even before then, the designation of the zoo as country of particular concern is a diplomatic way of waging war physically. Our fellow brothers and sisters are yet to understand this particular thing. I know some people wouldn't be feeling comfortable with what I'm saying, but that is what will save your life. That is what will save your life and those of your family. Understand what is happening. Look at the way Donald Trump is applying Christianity. Exactly, that is what it means. It is him that declared crusade, not the one your pastors and reverend fathers are telling you at home. Donald Trump declared crusade. That is crusade. It means physical warfare. It is not spiritual warfare. Crusade is never spiritual warfare. But our people, I don't know whether it is because of the liberalization of Christendom that made people to be misusing and taking the brains of our people away from the reality. Islam is one in Nigeria. They did not even allow Islam to have two houses. Yes, from the ab initio, you had CMS and you have Catholic, right? CMS came first, then you have Catholic. But after, today, every street is church. What are they preaching there? What are they preaching? They're telling you that the problem you have, your enemy is Satan. But really, your enemy is not Satan. Try to understand what I'm saying. Nobody can tell you exactly the way I'm telling you now. Your enemy is the Antichrist. Who is Antichrist? The Bible said Antichrist are those people that have mark in their forehead. On the Nakpisinana, they are the enemy. They are the enemy you have, not devil. That thing that you call devil is poverty. Poverty is correlated to the colonization by the British people. The devil is the British people. The devil is the Fulani herdsmen that the British people handed over and they did not want us to develop. They are the only enemy we have. Now, for you to be with God means by the time you have your freedom. And the Brgie and Biafra rhetorics and fight for liberation is God. Practically, that God that people are telling us, making every effort to let us understand, is human being. Satan is human being. In our own case, God is, by the time we that are pro-West, because every Biafran is pro-West, understand that we need to have to be united and have our government, so that our government will protect us. We worship that God, spiritual God that we believe, which is Jesus, Chikwokika Biama, Jewish God, okay, which is one. In absolute serenity, nobody will be throwing us bomb because we are worshiping God. Jesus Christ did not come for us to die while worshiping Him. He came for us to. He came to this earth for us to be united and become a people and be strong and resist our enemies. That was the time Jesus Christ applied the use of force. I think, according to the Bible hypothesis in the book of Mark, when he was 12 years, he used cane to flog people in the Jerusalem because they were turning the house of God into business, buying and selling. What is happening now in the church of God in Nigeria is that they have turned the church of God into buying and selling. They are selling olive oil. They are selling water that God gave us free of charge. And they ended in selling of water. While the Muslims are killing the same Christian, none of the pastors in our own enclave do talk them. They are busy making you to be perpetual slave. They are not talking about freedom. Okay, why is it that somebody who calls him or herself the voice of the people, the man of the people, the man of God, cannot even say, my word is my word. If you want to kill me, you kill me. But alas, who says that word? Is it not Mazinam Dekano? We are seeing him sacrificing himself for us. But that rhetorics and that teaching and that brainwash that the system of African Christianity has implanted into us made many of us not to see that Nnamdi Kanu has sacrificed himself for us. It is left for us to do what? To understand, sacrifice, also to stand for him, so that nothing will happen to him. Not only Mazdam the candidate, Simon Ekpa did it too, and it is happening within our eyes. Bishop Kuka did not have the courage to say, yes, there is Christian genocide. Not after America shamed him. Am I lying? America shamed him, then he said, I'm sorry. Look at the Reverend Father that doesn't have wife, he doesn't have child. He's afraid. He's afraid, but soldier that has wife, has children, sacrifice himself to go to war front in the name of defending Nigeria. Pastors and Reverend Fathers are fake. They are original by the time they sacrifice themselves for you. They behave like soldiers, they behave like Bishop Dachomo. Not the ones behaving like Father Mbaka or Ebukobi or any of the pastors that don't want to talk. Somebody that doesn't have wife, doesn't have children, why are you afraid of dying? But a man that has children is a soldier and he's holding gun in the defense of Nigeria, in the defense of Biafra. Donald Trump has come based on what we were able to show through the due process that our people are being killed under the auspices of the BRGIE. And he did not come to pray in Nigeria. He came to salvage, not by prayer, but by the due process of armament. But our people, our Christians are running to the church that is not defending them. And the church is not liberating them. It's not doing anything. I'm not saying every church. Archbishop Desmond Tutu was standing very, very tall by the time there was the apartheid regime. But now your bishop, your pastors are doing business. They're using you for business. They're telling you that it is Satan your problem. I am telling you, Satan is not your problem. If Satan really exists, the Satan is Fulani herdsmen.
Yes, my people, my brothers are making their submission. They say that our enemies are crying. I know that. I know that they will cry. I know that they are crying. They are crying because they lack knowledge. Yes, since yesterday. Do you know why they are crying? They know that Mazio Genkere, no mercy. Mazio Genkere, no mercy. Don't worry. We will visit their cases one by one. Yes, my brother here said Adadi Orama is ranting because she knows Brgie will come for her soonest. Kai mad woman with no brain and shame. That's what one of our brothers said. Our enemies are crying, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Onyendu told us that when you are doing something and nobody is talking about it, then what you are doing has no meaning, no value. Yes, no value. No value. They think we are dumb like them. We are not dumb. Why is Nigeria, a nation, a country like Nigeria, paying 11.7 million? Because if you calculate 2.7 million they paid in November and 9 million they are paying to lobbyists, a country that is already a recognized nation, a country that is already in existence, a country that has embassy. They have embassy. And the embassy means that you have diplomatic ties with the country and your ambassadors have access to go and meet the president. Why waste your money? When your citizens are dying of hunger, no hospital in Nigeria, no good roads, then terrorists, upon the hunger that Nigerians are going through, there are terrorists buying all of them, one by one, according to T.Y. Danjuma. So if Nigeria could spend total of 11.7 million for lobbyists, don't they know that something is going on? So Biafrans, this is our situation. Thank you so much. Nenaya, thank you. Thank you so much. So Biafrans, I will love you people and leave you here because we have been 3 hours and 29 minutes on this very program. We want people at home to be able to have enough data to watch it and listen to it. We will be back tomorrow, definitely, because this week we are going to be at it and make Biafrans understand why we need a prime minister. This is our charter. This charter says that if our active prime minister is absent for 3 months, just 3 months, then you will convene and elect another one. Remember, PM was detained November 17th, 2024. So November 17th, 2025 became 1 year. Out of sentiment, out of love that we have for him, we love him. And I know that he is educated. He will always like to go by this charter. And he will never be angry because it has lifted weight on his head right now. That weight it lifted on him is because they are putting him under pressure. They are pressurizing him to leave Ngozi's case out. And he did. And we obliged him because we love him, because we respect him. But my people, we are not going to compromise our chances of being recognized. Our effort will be in jeopardy if we do that. So forget about those crying. They can cry me a river for all I care. It is their mouth. Let them use it. Let them use their mouth. Ọ bụrụ na ndị a na-ekwu okwu ghọtara ife freedom fight mean, because of all this brouhaha, when Biafra comes, it will all be dissolved. It means na unu ada aghọta dị ife PM na-agwa unu oge ọ nọ with us. Unu ada aghọta, ọ gwara unu na ọkịta ka war na-abịa. And that war is not among ourselves. But onye choosezikwa ịnụ ọgụ, ya go ahead. I am very happy that we now have a PM. Ọ bụrụ na any country recognized, like our PM Mazi Oge Nkere will be there to sign it, because recognition is a contract, is an agreement between two countries. Then who will sign for you? Ọ bụrụ na Netanyahu Donald J. Trump chọọ i-recognize gị kịta, isi ya jebe Finland ma ya jebe Sokoto. Ifro na isi adịrị unu mma, jeenu back to school, jee gụọ na akwụkwọ. So Biafrans, unu aghọtago ife kpatalu anyị ji need APM. Our charter here si na ọ bụ na an active prime minister dị absent for 3 months, gi elect ọzọ. But we did not do it that time. We did not do it. Ndị niile niile ego Mazi Oge Nkere, fa ga-agbụ ya this time around. Fa ga-agbụ ya. Because Kito onwego the power to exert any force that he wants to exert in this our freedom. I will leave you people here and I say, may God bless you. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. And that equity is where we will always base our movement. We want equity and justice to be done. Thank you, my people. And may God Almighty himself continue to bless each and every one of you. Ndewono, my people. Bye-bye from here. I love you all.